Hello, welcome to this whiskey review. I bought this a few months ago at Walmart, although some of the stores sell it, like Total Wine, although they never have it in stock. This is Crown Royal Reserve. Now, it was introduced in 1991 as Crown Royal Special Reserve, but they changed the name to just Reserve.
And what makes this so special to call it Reserve?
Well, if you look at their website, they claim that only 1% of all the Crown Royal barrels go into this. Like they pick the best 1%.
So this is what the Kentucky and Tennessee people would be calling single barrels.
Yeah, or like a barrel pick or something like that.
Barrel pick or barrel reserve.
Yeah, it says each barrel of Crown Royal, each barrel of Crown Royal has a unique character. I handpicked and nurtured the best barrels to create this reserve. Says
Who is I?
Andrew McKay, their blend master.
Okay.
This fine whiskey is my gift of appreciation to all Crown Royal enthusiasts. So it's going to be twice the price of a regular Crown Royal. And you've never had it, so there you go. But they stopped calling it Crown Royal Reserve, Special Reserve. But if you look at the bottle cap, they forgot to change the bottle cap. If you read the top of the bottle cap,
It does say Special Reserve.
they never
All right.
bothered to change that.
So, word to your mother. I'm not a Crown Royal fan,
This is your glass.
but I would.
He's not a Crown Royal fan.
But as a public service to everyone, I'm going to go ahead and try this.
Right, like Johnny Walker Blue. He's not a Johnny Walker fan, but he... Oh, good. You only poured like 10 ounces. All right.
Okay. So since that comment was made, comparison, the same.
That is sad. I've got some phone numbers you can use. All right. It's all right. It's my money. I bought it.
As my money buys the things that we drink at my place.
Like what? Black Albert.
Ooh, had to go there.
Oh, and the DKML.
Had to go there.
We need to get back into that museum. All right. So this is it's only 80.
Well,
Is it
the next
80
time
proof?
that the broadcast come from my place, put that special reminder out there, and it will happen.
Yeah, it's only 80 proof. It's only 80 proof. All right. So let's
Well,
go.
isn't that what it's supposed to be? Is it just like regular Crown? It's just 1% of the regular Crown?
The 1% of the best ones.
Cheers.
So it's
Ooh.
clear.
Oh, wait a minute. 1% of the best ones.
Well, I mean,
So is the 99% others not best?
you know what I'm saying. It's at the top 1%. So it's clear
So
chestnut.
99% others are not the tops?
All right, clear
Drew.
chestnut
Drew.
appearance. Got a tornado come. All right. Anyway, nice alcohol eggs. Aroma. You take over. I've done this solo. Aroma.
Tastes like Crown Royal.
I said aroma.
Oh. It smells like Crown Royal.
Yeah, but you got to give it better. You mean like grain whiskey? Corn.
Grain whiskey, corn,
Little rye.
blue rye. No, there's definitely some kind of maple going on with it. A little bit. I don't know if they use maple syrup as their sweetener.
Doesn't say anything about natural flavors added, so
Well, it says from Canada,
correct.
So, not to be positive about this or anything, but I would kind of think that they would use maple syrup, since it seems to be one of their #1 exports.
I just do not think they would add maple syrup to Crown Royal Special Reserve. I think it's all whiskey.
So would you think that they would add maple syrup to regular Crown Royal?
No, but they might add gold rum or something.
Just remember, this is the top 1% of the regular Crown Royal. So why would they change the recipe just for 1%?
I don't think they changed the recipe at all. I just think they're picking the best 1%. They're going through it and they're saying yes, yes, But I mean, they're saying no, 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 no. Oh yes, and then they're going, and then
It tastes like Crown Royal. I mean, it tastes a little bit more refined. The bitterness is low.
But don't you notice that like
Slight richness to it.
that rich oak barrel?
No.
I'm getting a lot of oak barrel.
Oak, but not charred. Yes.
No, not charred. Gotta get the blender's mash for the charred. Bourbon mash. It's got some sweetness, like you're
tastes
saying.
like wood.
Yeah, wood. So you're saying basically I got ripped off for paying $45? So
I didn't say you got ripped off. You pay what you want to pay. You pay $9 for garbage and think it's good, or $4.96.
that is a lie.
That is the truth.
No, but seriously, all kidding aside, like honest assessment, how do you look at it?
It's good. It's there's a refinedness to it. Sweet. Kind of across the board. The notes to me are like real low. As with anything that's refined. You refine something to the point to where it starts pulling things out of it that you enjoy about it. Some folks might say, oh, this isn't sweet enough. It doesn't taste like Crown to me. What did they do to it? It's kind of Crown lightish. But the one thing about this is you could drink it over rocks or something like that. And you won't have to add anything to it. Like a lot of people like to mix this some Coke or 7-Up and all that.
So really the bottom line is, do you think it's better than regular Crown Royal, or should you just stick with Crown Royal?
Depends on what you want to do with the Crown Royal.
I mean, because Crown Royal you could buy for $23, and this you're going to pay $46. So we're talking about twice the price. So
I'm not a Crown Royal drinker.
you're not really a Canadian whiskey drinker.
No.
Yeah.
For reasons that it hit my palate. I'm not a person who likes a lot of sweet things, so I kind of defer from those. You got a monkey back there, or something?
What's going on?
Oh, yeah, or something broke a branch. It was one of the big old red-tailed squirrels or something. Anyway, I cannot give this a fair assessment because the style is not something that I find all that pleasant. But what I can do is talk about the appreciation of it. It's mellowed out. It's not as sweet, but it is missing some of the notes that you would get. Some of those strong whiskey notes that you would get from a Canadian style. Sweetness to kind of like boldness of this style. I think it's been kind of washed out a little bit.
Well, like I always say,
Or refined down.
like I always say, you gotta call it
You
as you see it, not as I want it to be. I mean, I paid $46. I think it was $44.99, actually $45. So naturally, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, it's really good. I paid a lot for it. It's so fabulous. But even if you watch my solo review, I was saying, if you watch that review, I was like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what's so reserved about it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's nice.
It's nice, and it's 80 proof, so you really can't. I mean, you can't add anything to this to make it kind of bring anything. It's kind of washed out a
But
little.
honestly, don't you find a lot of times when you do these bourbon barrel picks and single barrels that they're the same kind of thing? They're not that special, even though you read the label and it's like, oh, it's going to be so amazing.
No.
Oh, you
No,
find they're
I find
always
I
amazing?
find they're different. I would not use those words, amazing. I find them to be different.
Okay, well, I'll stand corrected.
Sometimes those bourbon picks, those barrel picks, so those what usually happens with those is that they'll send a retailer 3 or 4 samples bottles.
And they'll pick the one
And
they
they
want.
taste it, and they also give them like a base. They'll say, okay, well, this is your baseline, meaning this is the regular.
Regular Knob Creek.
And I'll say, okay, well, taste these 4 other Knob Creeks that we sent you. Which one tastes better to you, and then why? And so the retail would say, I'll pick this one, and they'll suggest, okay, you can put $10 or $20 on it, and we'll ramp up the alcohol, whether it's true or not, and say it's like this or that.
Then, therefore, you got your Knob Creek Rouse's barrel pick.
I reckon, yeah.
So you consider this one, what we're trying today, a failure or a success, or you're not sure? Because you don't buy Canadian whiskey. I mean, you know, that's just honest.
In regards to a barrel pick,
Or
It's
a
a
special
failure.
reserve, special reserve.
it's a failure.
Oh, okay, folks.
But then again, we don't know what they're trying to do with this other than just market it and make more money.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm not sure. I like it. I tend to like it. It's been on the market 32 years. That doesn't mean much.
It's washed out to me.
Oh,
In flavor.
wow. Hey, Diageo, I do reviews with him sometime. I'm not really hanging out with him all the time.
I'm gonna make you an offer you have.
Right, so
You have to like
when you retaliate, I ain't part of it.
If you don't like what I'm selling, you
Okay, but
you're gonna be with the
so okay, all right.
The fishes.
So if we find you in Lake Pontchartrain, we'll know what happened. But I'm gonna score it. I mean, I like it a lot. I mean, I'm gonna give it in like about 93. But
I'm gonna give it like an 88. Uh-oh, here we go again.
a B plus. Oh man.
Somebody's working for the evil empire.
No, I mean, really, you gotta call it as you see it. I brought this up. He was definitely not looking to drink whiskey. I said, "You want to try these Crown Royals?" And he was like, "Well, I gotta get going." But he was like, "Yeah, okay." So, to be fair, I kind of pushed it, you know, pushed the issue. So, okay, so B plus, A, however you see it. I don't know what y'all think about Crown Royal Special Reserve, or I'm sorry, the Reserve, even though they forgot to change the label on the cap. And we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Manitoba, Canada, and take a tour of the Crown Royal Distillery.
Drink better whiskeys.